Hi again, everybody. Chris Lewis coming to you from Falcon Country, where we are celebrating the signing of one of our student athletes here, yet another one of our great student athletes, this time from our football program. And Coach TJ Parker is with me today, and also with us is Deonte Stallings. So let's give Deonte a nice round of applause. And Deonte, why don't you tell us who you have with you today?
I have my mom and my brother.
Your mom and your brother? Well, it's great to have you, and it's great to see you part of this day. So thanks for coming in and supporting this young man. So I'm sure you're very proud, and we'll get to that a little later on. But Deonte, the one thing I've been asking all the football players who have signed so far, what's one memory that you're going to take with you for the rest of your life, from being part of the football team, whether it be practice, in a game, what stands out to you?
I'd probably have to say Maslin Perry this year.
Why is that?
I had a great statistic game that day.
I remember that one. You kind of lit it up.
Yeah.
And for those who aren't aware, Deonte plays wide receiver and also on the defensive side of the ball at DB. So we're going to talk about that a little more coming up here. Aside from that memory, what are some life lessons that you can take away from your time here at the program?
Just to always be me and just to try my hardest no matter what.
Always be you. That's good advice. I like that. Who's had the biggest impact on you as a player and or a person?
I'll probably have to say my brother. He always been on me, and he always made sure I did the right thing.
And do you take his advice, or is there some pushback sometimes?
Sometimes I question it, but I always take it, though, no matter what. Like, I listen, but I do question him sometimes.
So your brother's always right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's usually how it goes. The brother, and I am a brother, is always right. So just remember that. So with that, we're going to talk to Coach Parker and give us some thoughts on Deonte and what he's meant to the program and as a young man.
Deonte is one. I mean, all these guys are pretty special to me, but when I think about Deonte, I can't help but think about one of my first years out of college, and I was asked to coach the middle school program, and De Niro was on those teams, and there was this little kid who used to walk over from the elementary school, and at every one of our practice, he would just sit on the sidelines and dance the entire time. And that life and that happiness that, I always saw in his smile, the same smile he has today. Deonte always approached every day, he still does today, with that same energy that just you need on teams, that just brings life to teams. And early in Deonte's career, I think his brother will tell you, like his brother went through it. And I think when he mentioned his brother being the guidance, their mom has always been tough on these two. Very, very hard on them both. But I think De Niro kind of didn't want Deonte to fall into the same mistakes that he fell through at times. And De Niro could have easily been right where Deonte is. And Deonte had some issues at first, just with his, I want to say, he always came positive, but it was pure laziness. And his mom was on him, and we were on him. And as a freshman, he showed so much promise, and unfortunately, he wasn't able to play his sophomore year. And I wasn't sure if the passion or all that would be ignited in Deonte, because he is very fun-loving, but Deonte is hard on himself, and he's an emotional kid. And I just remember his junior year, he came back out, and it was a lot for him. He's coming to varsity football, a lot of verbiage, and he struggled with that first. And then by the start of the season, he earns his way into probably would be considered, one of the best secondaries that we've seen here at Fitch in a long time. And then going from the new guy on the block to his senior year being the only returning starter and the leader of that crew. And then how do I go from just being a guy to being the guy on defense? And he embraced that. And that started right in the summer where he was going both ways for us, making plays on offense, scoring touchdowns with the same smile, the same passion. And he brings up Perry, but, you know, Deonte and his ability, it's pretty special. And I think Westminster's getting a very, very high-quality athlete. They're getting a great person, more importantly. He has a very, very chance to go there and be exactly what they need right away. But the memory I have of him is just him wanting to make that big play consistently, and he brings up Perry, but when he went up for that ball in Riverside and got that pick, it was you felt proud for a kid. And he bounced up with the same smile and had a great senior season until his injury. But I think through the process, he's fell in love with the game. He's became a young man. He now knows what it takes to be successful. And Westminster's really getting someone special.
And Coach let the cat out of the bag, but Deonte, go ahead and tell us where you're going.
Westminster College.
Westminster College, another Westminster Titan. Big round of applause for Deonte Stallings here. So while you're putting pen to paper, mom, brother, how you guys feeling?
I'm extremely proud. He's overcome a lot over the past 4 years, so excited to see him here.
And Zanero, your thoughts?
Definitely proud, just because like it's just real personal. We real tight, so yeah, I'm definitely hard on him, and he just take it. So yeah, I'm definitely proud of him for sure.
I love the reaction here. Kind of laughing that your brother's hard on you, and you're like, yeah, I better take this from him.
Yeah.
What do you plan on studying?
I'm still undecided.
Undecided?
Yeah.
Well, yeah. Is there anything that is a maybe at this point?
Sports management.
Sports management?
Yeah.
I can see you doing fairly well at that.
Thank you.
Considering the passion that you play with, and just I think more importantly the fun that you have while you're on the field. So we definitely can't wait to see what you can do. And that leads me to the question of what goals have you set for yourself as a player?
Just to show that I can really do what I can do first day, and hopefully be freshman All-American.
Another freshman All-American, Rocco DeFloria, is going to be going to Westminster as well, and that's also a goal that he has set for himself. But you play both ways, offense and defense. Is there any indication where the staff might put you as a freshman?
Most likely safety, probably corner.
Safety and corner? Is there one that you prefer over the other?
No.
No?
Nah, I can play everything.
You can play everything. Well, that's definitely important. And can't wait to see you out there.
Thank you.
And, it's going to be great. Why'd you pick Westminster?
It just felt like home. It felt like family was over there. It felt original.
And do you have any family over there? Or
Nah.
They just made you feel like family?
Yeah.
Well, that's when you know you're going to a good school, when they make you feel like family. What do you hope to accomplish, as a student at Westminster? Is there anything, Dean's List? I know you mentioned wanting sports management, possibly.
Just to do what I didn't do freshman year and keep my grades right and be a student athlete with the student part.
So that's one of the things that I like to ask is, what life lessons have you taken? And it seems like just hearing Coach talk, hearing your brother talk, and even Mom, they all said you pretty much learned what to do and what not to do. So I have no doubt that you're going to put that same energy into the next level. So do you have any plans to play after college, or maybe coach, or?
Yeah, hopefully, I can make it big. But if I don't make it big, I do want to coach after I finish my career.
Well, I would love to see you make it big, and I know that you have that. There's got to be some kind of end zone celebration that we'll see one day. So, looking forward to that, and we definitely wish you luck. And I'll turn it over to Coach. What words of advice do you have, for Deonte going forward?
I think my advice for Deonte is that kind heart that comes from his family, and knowing his mom and knowing his brother for as long as I have, and being blessed with seeing that every day and being a part of his journey and growth. He's such a kind-hearted kid, and there's beauty to that, and I'm excited for him to blossom and share that with a whole other culture and community that I know will rally around. Everybody rallies around Deonte, but that will rally around him. And as I mentioned with Rocco and Hunter, the most important part of today and the most important part of all of this is to use football as a springboard, not necessarily to get to the NFL. That's aside, but use football as a springboard to get that college degree and to get that career that opens up doors for lifelong success. And with his heart and the way he treats people, I'm excited for him to share that with many other people outside of Austintown.
And I think we can all say that we're very excited for you, Deonte. And in closing, is there anyone that you'd like to thank for helping you out, shaping you as a player, person?
God first, and my family, my friends. Trey Davis. Robert
Travion
Madrid.
Davis.
Yeah, Trey Davis especially. He brought the competition that I needed all my life. So
you guys went one-on-one a lot?
a lot.
A lot?
A lot.
So you learned some things about Trey, huh?
Yeah, that's my dog.
Well, anything else in closing?
No, sir.
No? Well, we wish you luck. Deonte Stallings, again, the newest Westminster College Titan. Let's give him another big round of applause. Well, congratulations again, Deonte.
Thank you.
Chris Lewis, once again, signing off from Falcon Country, reminding everybody in Falcon Country, always remember, show your Falcon pride.